Welcome to our latest educational video. This time, we will talk about a feature crucial for all sales teams, the Power Dialer. In the next 7 steps, I will explain how to use this feature to automate your processes and focus on what matters most, closing deals efficiently. If you want to navigate to a specific step, click on the Open Chapters button in the bottom right corner of your screen at any point. Step number 1, importing contacts into CloudTalk. To get your Power Dialer up and running, you need to import your contacts to the CloudTalk app. In this step, we will discuss how to import contacts directly to the CloudTalk dashboard using a CSV file. We'll also cover 3 additional ways of contact importing, through integrations, API, or manually. You can see a deep dive into these methods, and also a more detailed overview of uploading contacts via CSV file in our next video. Let's start with importing our contacts through CSV files. Remember, the maximum size of such a file is 8 GB. Larger files cannot be uploaded. If you're having trouble, feel free to use the template we've created to help customers set up their CSV files correctly. In order to access your personalized template, click on the link above. Here are some things to keep in mind as you format your CSV file. Be sure to use all lowercase letters when naming your columns. You must include a name and phone number in each row of your CSV file. Finally, take time to ensure that phone numbers within your CSV file are unique row to row, as confirming this will guarantee an accurate import of your data. Here is what the columns in your spreadsheet should look like. An asterisk in this case indicates increased importance for a given field. Once your CSV files are prepared, you can start importing them. On the left side menu of your CloudTalk dashboard, go to Account, Integrations. Select the very first option, CSV Import. Now, in the General Settings section of the page, click the Choose File button next to Upload File. After you select your file, make sure to choose a country code. The country code will be added to any phone numbers within your CSV that are not in an international format. For the Contact Tag section, you can write a short description of the contact you are importing. This tag might help you identify a contact later on, either while using your Power Dialer or while scrolling through your contacts list. It is also very important for assigning agents or groups to your campaign, but more about that later. Remember, if your tag have multiple words, don't include spaces. Here are some examples of acceptable tags: warm contacts, cold contacts, or CSV import. Also, keep in mind that if a contact card includes more than one number, only the first number listed will be called during your campaign. When you're done configuring the settings for your CSV import, simply click the Save and Start button. We hope you found our CSV file upload method for importing contacts helpful. If you're interested in a deep dive on the other import methods we have, including a deeper dive into our CSV import, check out our standalone video on contact importing. Step number 2, writing a call script. When setting up a Power Dialer campaign, you might want to create a call script. That is, a structured text that will be displayed for agents on a call to help them navigate the conversation. Call scripts are a great way of ensuring your interactions with prospects and customers go smoothly. To create a call script, navigate to Dialer in the left side menu of the CloudTalk dashboard and select Call Scripts. It will take you here. Click the Add Call Script button in the top right corner. Now you should see 2 text boxes titled Name and Content. Assign a title of your script using the Name field. Make sure the title of the script is short and recognizable, so your script will be easy to find. For example, Cold Outreach, Interested, or Lead. Now you can get creative and craft your script within the content field. As you can see, there is a standard text editor prepared for you. This text editor allows you to set headers and format your writing properly. You can even include quotes, links, or paste HTML templates in code view. Once you have your script inserted, proofread, and good to go, click the Add Script button. The system will automatically take you to the list of all available scripts where you can find yours. If you want to edit a script, select the blue pencil icon next to your script's name. If you'd rather start fresh, clicking on the red trash bin icon will delete the script. Whether you copy over a template or write one from scratch, make sure your script is thorough, personalized to your brand, and sales-focused. For inspiration on how to create the best possible call script, click on the link above to read more from our blog. Step number 3, creating surveys. In the next step, let's talk about custom surveys, a great way to gather data from customers. Just like a call script, Surveys will be displayed to your agents during their calls with customers. From the CloudTalk dashboard, navigate to the left side menu and click Dialer and then Surveys. Add a new survey by selecting Add Survey in the top right corner. You can also choose to edit an existing survey by clicking on the pencil icon. First, assign a name to your survey. Similar to the title of call scripts, use a name that is easily associated with what the survey is about, so you can find it quickly. For the purpose of this video, we will name our survey Follow-up Questions to CloudTalk Cold Outreach. Under the survey name text field, you'll see a space for your first question. Each of the questions consists of question content, type, and order number. An example of question content would be, did I provide you with sufficient information to make an informed decision? Now let's look at all types of answer formats you can choose from. Short text is an option that allows 255 characters for a prospect's short response. Long text serves the same purpose, but allows agents to write up to 65,000 characters. Checkbox option is ideal for yes or no type of questions, allowing you to tick a box if the answer is in line with question content. Radio options allows you to build a list of options from which you can choose only one. Options are directly visible to your agent. The last question type is select, which provides you with a drop-down list of options. Similar to radio options, you can only choose one. This type of question works well when there is a more extensive list of options, such as countries or languages. This way, the list does not take up too much space on the agent's screen. Here is an example of what the survey may look like using radio options and select answer type. To add a new question, click on the Add Next Question button. Survey templates are a great way to ensure your agents always get the right information so that interactions with prospects go as smoothly as possible. They standardize the flow of your campaign, making it more effective by speeding them up and improving their quality. It can also serve as a source of information for building an ideal persona for your brand. Answers collected from surveys are stored for later, so you can access them anytime. Step number 4, launching a campaign. Now, the crucial part, how to create and launch your campaign. Campaigns are a useful marketing tool for call centers and businesses looking to reach a large sample group and maximize agents' efficiency. Before adding a new campaign, make sure you have an idea of the number of people you want to contact and a customer base you are targeting. With that in mind, let's get started with creating a campaign. First, navigate to the left side menu of the CloudTalk dashboard and click Dialer, and then Campaigns. You will see a list of all existing campaigns, active and inactive. To create a new campaign, click Add Campaign in the top right corner. Here, you will see basic and advanced settings. Let's start with the basics. First, you have to name your campaign. Picking a proper name will help your agents quickly understand which campaign they are currently on. Select the status of your campaign, active or inactive. If you want to launch your campaign at a specific time, you can check the box called Do you want to schedule a campaign? You can then choose a date and time for when your campaign should become active. The next step is creating your campaign audience, which you can do by selecting contact tags. Start typing or select the contact tags associated with the contacts you want included. For example, in Chapter 1 of this video, we suggested the tag cold contacts for our batch import. To include all the contacts from that CSV import in this campaign, we would start typing cold contacts into the Select Contact by Tags box and select the tag when it appears. Now let's move to the next basic setting in the campaign, attempts per contact. It sets the amount of times the dialer will try to reach a contact on your list. We recommend setting this to around 3 attempts. Hours between attempts represents the time in hours between attempts to reach a given contact if the call went unanswered. If you edit the hours between attempts while the campaign is active, your change will be adopted immediately. The next setting, answer wait time, determines how long in seconds the dialer will wait for an answer before registering the call as missed. This should ideally be around 45 seconds. Next, there is the automatically dial next contact after a call ends setting. By default, it's always disabled. Toggling it on will make your campaign run more efficiently. On the flip side, there will be no time for after-call work or simply for agents to take a breath before jumping on another call. Let's proceed to call recording. This setting is disabled by default. By enabling it on the campaign level, all of your campaign calls will be automatically recorded. You can also enable or disable this setting once the campaign is already running. Call recording offers you a great source of information for learning purposes. You can determine best practices, present a specific recording as an example for others, or build up an educational plan. Note that enabling call recording in campaign settings will override your company's settings for that particular campaign. Moving forward, the outbound caller ID is the number that will be displayed to contacts when they receive your call. You can choose from two options. Choose from one of your assigned numbers in the drop-down list, or select Use Outbound Caller ID assigned to agent, if you want each agent to use their own number assigned to them within agent's settings. Next, we are going to assign a call script. You can skip back to step number 2 in this video if you haven't added one yet and need some tips. Choose the script associated with your campaign from the drop-down list. The same applies for surveys. Skip back to step number 3 of this video for help making one. Once you have a survey created, you can find it in the drop-down list for Assign Survey. The last two settings within the Basic Settings tab allow you to assign particular agents or groups to a campaign. This is the most important step. You must assign at least one agent or group to a campaign in order for it to be visible within the Power Dialer tab. Admins, supervisors, and agents alike can only see campaigns they or their groups are assigned to. Assign the campaign to the most suitable agent or group of agents. For example, you can assign groups based on the language preferences of the countries you are calling. These were the basic settings of your new campaign. Now let's take a look at advanced ones. Here you can personalize action buttons. Each action button typically represents the result of a call, often called call disposition in CloudTalk documentation. It is mandatory for agents to choose one of the results in order to proceed to the next call within the campaign. For each button, you can choose a title, type, button color, and a short description. The title should be no longer than 30 characters, since this will be the name agents see on a given button option after each campaign call. Type represents result, based on which CloudTalk automatically recognizes what should be the action performed after the call. For example, whether to call the prospect again or not. It is very important for compiling accurate statistics. You can choose from calls successful with positive results, call successful with a negative result, reschedule, call unsuccessful, try to call again later, and call unsuccessful. Do not call again later. Note that if a contact calls you back after they missed your call, CloudTalk will not know to automatically remove that contact from the list of missed contacts to call back later. You will have to do this manually. The color field decides the color of your button. Description can be used as a guide to help agents select the correct button after they finish a call. Selecting accurate buttons for campaign calls will directly impact your campaign statistics, which we will talk about soon. You can also add more buttons by clicking Add Next button, or delete existing ones by clicking the red trash bin. After you finish with advanced settings, navigate back into the Basic Settings tab and click Add Campaign, and you are good to go. Be careful about changing values or types of buttons in campaign settings while the campaign is set to active, because this can corrupt your statistics. Step number 5, start dialing. Now that we have a survey and script created and our campaign is launched, let's see the Power Dialer in action. You can use the Power Dialer through the dashboard or by using our desktop app. To start calling in the dashboard, click on Power Dialer in the left side menu and press the Start Dialing button. CloudTalk will automatically open a window with our soft phone and initiate the first phone call. On your CloudTalk soft phone, you can see the contact name, the contact's local time, and other relevant contact information. On the bottom of the screen, there are additional options. Agents can mute the call, put the call on hold, transfer it to another agent, add a call, open the keypad, edit contact tags, or add notes. When you assign a specific survey, call script, or both, to your campaign, these will automatically be displayed next to each other during the call. This allows agents to follow the script while talking to the prospect, and if needed, filling out the survey at the same time. Once the phone call is over, unless you enable automatically dial next contact after a call ends in campaign settings, you will have time for the usual after-call work. You can read more about after-call work by clicking the link on your screen. Once you've wrapped everything up, all you need to do is click Done. Under the campaign script and survey on the bottom of the dashboard, agents can choose from the disposition buttons we set up earlier. Our examples were Sales, Interested, Not Interested, Reschedule, Do Not Call, and Skip. When choosing a disposition button, keep in mind that calls marked as reschedule and skip won't be included in your call statistics. No interaction with an unsuccessful result counts towards your overall metrics, since there was no interaction with the prospect. After selecting the disposition button, the call is considered finished. The power dialer will automatically start dialing the next contact in line. Now let's talk about accessing the power dialer from the CloudTalk desktop app. While the interface of the dashboard and desktop app looks pretty similar, there are some important differences. First, there is campaign prioritization. If you have multiple campaigns running at the same time, you won't know which one will be dialed when using your power dialer through the dashboard. To work around this, you can deactivate all campaigns and keep just one active. However, when using the desktop phone app, you can actually choose the campaign you'd like to work on. Step number 6, locating survey answers and call details. Now, let's take a look at how to check the survey answers and call details of your campaign. You can only see this data after your campaign is launched. To locate it from your CloudTalk dashboard, click on Dialer and then Campaigns. Click the magnifying glass next to the campaign you want to view data for. Here in the Details tab, you can see a general overview of your campaign. For example, we can see the campaign status, assigned groups, answer wait time, links to the call script and survey, and whether call recording was enabled within the campaign. To check the survey answers, click the Survey Answers tab. You will now see a list of contacts reached during the campaign, regardless of whether or not it's currently active. Clicking on the Details button to the right of each contact will open a new window with the collected survey answers. To easily find a particular contact, you can filter this list in 3 ways: by call results, by agent, and by time. The first field on the left filters by call result. Click on the empty field to choose a call result tag. To apply your filters, click the magnifying glass. You can use these filters separately or in combination with one another. CloudTalk also allows you to export your campaign data. In the Survey Answers section of each campaign, you can simply click on Export to Excel, and the document with the chosen campaign data will be sent to the email address you use to log into CloudTalk. Step number 7, Statistics. When your campaign is up and running, it's vital that you follow its performance, so you can make informed decisions along the way. To access the campaign statistics, go to Dialer, and then Campaigns in your CloudTalk dashboard and open details for the campaign you want to look at by clicking the magnifying glass. In the top right corner, select Show Statistics. You'll see a new page with all the data collected from your campaign. Another way to open campaign statistics is by clicking directly on the graph button in Dialer, Campaigns, right next to the chosen campaign. The General section measures the overall effectiveness of your campaign by looking at the number of reached contacts, the conversion rate, and the percentage of dropped calls. The next category, Sales Statistics, gives you a comparison of call success. In the Call Stats category, you can see a detailed status breakdown of your campaign calls. Finally, the Duration category shows details about call length. To find an explanation of what each metric means, simply hover your cursor over the small question mark icon. At the very bottom of the campaign statistics page, you can also find Call History Logs. Here you can see details about each call made within the campaign, contact name and phone number, the agent who is interacting with the given contact, the date and time of the interaction, and the call duration. This serves as one of the ways to locate your call recordings. If call recording was enabled in the chosen campaign settings, you will see a play button next to each successfully connected call. The 3 dots icon displayed next to each call shows the call ID number. This number is helpful in case you need to report any call quality issues to our customer support team. You also can export the call history data listed here by clicking the download button. That just about wraps up our guide to CloudTalk's Power Dialer, the most effective way to run your sales campaigns. Thank you for taking this journey with us, and get ready for more in-depth feature videos coming soon. Check out our other videos on our onboarding portal by clicking the link above and heading to the section called In-Depth Video Tutorials for Features. And if you still need more help, the CloudTalk team is always here for you. Contact our customer support by phone, email, or chat. Thank you for watching and enjoy smooth calling.